Okay. Again, I'm pretty sure I covered this one, but I lost the video lost. Now, this, I've had some students that like to fianchetto on a queen pawn. It's generally not a good idea. But this one is going to turn into, it's going to turn into the Nimzovich-Larsen, which is 1b3. So this position could have been reached if white had played b3 and black had played b6. Bishop b2, bishop b7. Okay. And let's see. So the game is even, but black has a threat. He's ready to do a fork. And here black's relying on a pin to regain his pawn. See, white can't take again because the bishop is loose. But look at the clocks. You know, both sides are going kind of quick. They're gaining time on their clocks. Now this is loose. So game looks about even. Might see some bishops traded here. We do. So again, I think this position is even. Black has a 4-3 queenside majority. White has a 3-2. One set of minors has been traded. Black's bishop certainly looks better than white's bishop because of the long diagonal it's on. The knights look about equal, but maybe the black knight surprisingly could be superior simply because it can go to c5 and that might induce white to advance his pawn so they could become weaker. But we'll call the knights even, and the queens look about even. It's essentially an even game. He chases the rook. But this turns out to be a blunder because we don't have protection for f4. And there goes the pawn. So one thing to think about now is can white get a perpetual check? Now he either will or he won't. And if you're the higher rated player, you can bet if your opponent has an actual chance to do that, that's what he will do. So be careful about these. Check. Now, clearly, if he goes here, we're repeating the position, right? So the only way to avoid a perpetual is to come here. Now the question is, does white have a perpetual? Well, white might even have more. Let's see. Check. Now how does this look? We've pinned the queen. Now that wasn't forced, by the way. So let's come back. And what else can black do here? Well, for one, he has a check right now. Check. But if he takes this, check. White may even have more than a perpetual here. Maybe not. Now, the good news is we can cover the back rank if there's a check. Okay, so let's just take the check back for a moment. Keep the queen a little more homeward bound. Okay, the queen is protecting this mate, but the queen is not protecting this mate. So if black plays something like queen here, we give up that mate. If black plays knight f8, we're covering h7, check, right? But we're not covering h6. Check. And now, let's see. Well, maybe he's surviving this. Yeah, looks like black survived this. By the skin of his teeth, huh? Unless I miss something. I miss things. If you watch me long enough, you'll see lots of things I miss. Hopefully I get enough right to make up for that. Okay, so let's see. Check. Go here. No. Well, no, white. Well, white doesn't have to play this. Why can
Check.
white? Well, let's see. Well, we have one other choice here, though. We now have this. Okay, now if white gets careless, yeah, maybe it's white who's getting checkmated.
Checkmate.
So let's see. Let's check over
Check.
here. And again, like I say, if white gets careless,
checkmate.
He gets mated. So it does look like this bishop takes g6 works. Anyway, you got to be on the lookout for it. Now it might be there again. Let's see if he does it. He does it. So I didn't look at what happens if black declines, but let's see, how long did black take on that move? Well, he took his time, and that's excellent. So whether he saw it coming or not, he did look at some of the stuff that I just shared with you. And he came to an evaluation. He couldn't afford to take that and play for a win. So white has his pawn back. Okay? Got to keep it now. Now this threatens to come down to the 7th rank. Okay? Which not only pins this knight, but it creates some nasty threats on g2. Okay, counterattack the queen.
Check.
And here comes a bolt from the blue. How long did he take on that? Well, he played it.
Check.
He played it pretty quick, so he must have been planning it. Is it sound? We will find out. White apparently thinks so, but he didn't think that long. His clock only went down 14 seconds, so he took about a minute. What happens if you take? Well, let's see. This looks like the most natural move. Now, if you go back here, it's all over, right? If you go here, I guess we could say it's going to be all over. You know, I mean, we can take the knight if we can't find a mate, and I'm sure we'll find a mate.
Checkmate.
There's a mate. So, you know, you can't take it. But the net result is he's dropping the exchange. So right when white got back in the game, he let black crunch him.
Check. Check.
Now, I believe in playing for mate. Let's not trade queens. I mean, clearly it's winning. But you've got the king exposed. You got a queen on the board. Let's play for mate. I mean, just threatening this check looks like fun. You know, let's draw the king out. So, but you know, but this wins too. But guys, learn to play for mate.
Check.
And this point looks like white gave up. Yep, white gave up. So very, very interesting game. Let's just back it up to where bishop takes g6. Let's see, go back 22. Okay, so let's see. The bishop g6 is fine, but after this, white quickly lost.
Check.
Got a losing position. So what did white do wrong? We've got to save this bishop, right? Where are we going to save it to? Let's see. We can't go to e4, so we'll stick with f5 for now. But clearly, we can't play rook f1. So we can't play this move. So what do we do here if we're white? Here's an idea. Just get a little defense on this. Now, black may have some good moves here. Like, can he, you know, for one, there's a pin. Okay. Another move would be something like this, because this is threatening queen takes bishop. See, it's pinned. Okay. So, you know, maybe, let's see, he played rook f1 and it lost. So, It's a tough one. But, you know, this is strong. You know, he could even put the, well, here. And if white tries, well, you break the pin, you're losing the piece. I was trying to gain a tempo to do this and this. Okay, so, but this directly, too, is strong. You're threatening rook takes. And if king g1, you know, it's like, come to papa here. Now I'm going to threaten to go down here. Or maybe black can just go ahead and take this. And, you know, this king is extremely exposed. You know, check. Where are you going to go? I don't know. Maybe there's not enough here.
Check.
Doesn't look like there's enough. Black's giving up the exchange. But how do we know unless we look? But still, I mean, just simply bishop h3, rook here. This position is uncomfortable for white, and we just pile up on the pin. Queen takes. Let's see. I have some crazy stuff here. Queen takes. Oh, I know. Let's go out. Yeah, queen takes. Okay, so like this check is met by rook takes. No, we're not threatening a mate down here. Only if the queen runs away or something. Okay, we don't want to take the knight. We'll just take the queen. Better yet, let's take it with the bishop. Okay, that seems to be sufficient. So queen takes is out. Knight takes is out. You know, it looks like amazing. You know, it's a nice resource. You know, white set up a perpetual, and then black still had a overwhelming position. So apparently, you know, he dropped the pawn. That was the blunder. You know, playing this allowed this check. So white, as ugly as it looks, white may need to play here. Now the point is that we're not going to drop this pawn, but you know, the king's lost a lot of his mobility here, and if black can find a way to get this queen on this diagonal, you know, he's threatening mates down here. So I don't know, maybe queen here. Now the plan is to try to go back here, but that may not be enough. You know, white may have this resource here. So apparently white needed to play g3 and in this position. Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording.